Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another Dragonair Silent Gods video. In today's video, I'm going to go over the Universe Expedition of Season 2 and the team or teams that I used in order to beat everything over here, even the challenge modes, and I'm just going to maybe tackle a couple of the stages that were a bit more tough just to show you the team that I used and it works. And honestly, it's not that difficult to beat all of them if you have the right team, so let's jump into it. Now, as always, before we jump in the video, I do want to mention, if you want to support me as a content creator, you can use code ODD1 that you see over there at the top. You can do so by going in the events tab. There's going to be bonus event at the bottom, and then there's going to be bind the creator. Over here, right link to creator, put code ODD1. You're going to get those rewards instantly. Afterwards, DM me on Discord so I can give you 2 more promo codes. That's going to give you a Healer Light, War Marrow, and some other fun stuff. And the way that this one works, their kind of like their whole thing is that you if you decide to spend, I get like 2% off out of what you spent on, trying to be fully transparent. So if you do support, I really appreciate it. But let's talk about this Universe Expedition. So they kind of changed it from last season. Last season, I think there was only like 6 boats that you can occupy, and pretty much you do the fights over here. Then you have to put a specific hero, right? It gives you few options depending on what you have. And then you have to have certain things over here activated in order to get the maximum stats. So as an example, the first one, it says dispatch Oster, Losenia, or Rockadir, and then you get basic buff, 10% more attack, HP, defense. But then the second, the bonus stat, if you dispatch the hero that's talent level 5 or higher, increases basic buffs bonus percentage to 20%. So it's going to be a lot of stats. Second one, same principle. One of these, then more bonus stats. Third one, you kind of get the gist, right? Obviously, I hope most of them are kind of like, obtainable, that you should maybe at least be able to have the epic to be able to occupy here. But when it comes to these fights, I didn't have any difficulty. So the way that I did it and the way that I suggest you should do it is beat all of these ones first, right? Occupy them, put all the people that you have in there possible to try and get yourself the best stats in there, because after that's going to be easier. For example, see, it says dispatch hero talent level 5 or above. I don't have any of these talent level 5, so I'm missing out on one stack. I should just go ahead, for example, and then get a talent level 5 to the Divine Ascetic, I guess, because everybody has them. There was no reason for me to build a Dauntless team this season, so I didn't do it. Then when it comes to these fights, honestly, I personally didn't struggle with any of them. They were pretty easy. I kind of used the same team that I'm going to show you for challenge. I think the only spot that I changed it was for the Goblin one, but I think even the Goblin one, for the normal mode, I use the same team. But when it comes to challenge mode, it does become a little bit more tricky, right? It does become more difficult. First one was pretty easy. Second one, pretty easy. Third one, same principle. You just gotta pretty much just beat the Venom, so you can use your Venom team. Then fourth one, again, was pretty easy. Fifth one, honestly, I kind of struggled because I tried to put my team that I'm gonna show you, which is gonna be my Ice Blast team. I tried to put that, I didn't do it in 45 seconds. So what I did is I just threw a rally team. What you should do, just throw a rally team or throw a, I don't know, summon team or any other team, whichever was your best team for Goblin, put that team in here so you can do it in 45 seconds so you can get the best reward, right? That was for challenge number 5. Okay, number 6 was pretty easy. Number 7, same principle. You just gotta use a team that beats Venom and Grave of Rot. I use the same team. Again, I'm gonna show you the team. Don't worry, I know I keep talking about it. Then team number 8. This one was slightly tricky, but again, after I came up with the team that I used, it went pretty okay. And then number 9 is where it became difficult, right? Number 9 is similar to the team that you would fight in, that you would fight in Fae, right? That was one of the teams that was pretty difficult, but the team that I used in order to beat it, and that made it pretty easy for me, was Gillian, then Beldel, no exclusive artifact, just Ice Blast exclusive, then Zorak, then we have Sheena, and then we have Velocia. So this team kind of allowed me because it has a combination of everything. It does have Velocia that puts the control immunity, which helps with the Alessibri. It does have Gillian that does massive heals, plus Dispel the debuff, plus puts defense up, and it works just fine. But the way that I did it, you're gonna see, is I just put a skill timing for Velocia so she doesn't do her ultimate instantly, right? I pretty much let her save the ultimate to do just before the Alessibris do their ultimate. You're gonna see now, boom. So that way, we're gonna be losing the ultimate energy, but we're not gonna be getting that charm. That's the thing that kind of makes, you know, breaks the team. That's the thing that kind of kills you. Lesser Breeze pushes back your ultimate energy, puts that charm on you, and then you're pretty much dead. So this team should work and should allow you to do it pretty easy. Now, I know that maybe a lot of people don't have Velocia, so I guess let's see what's the other control immunity one. For this pairing, for Radiance and Ice Blast, it's the only other way. However, if you look at all of them, you have options like Elminster that does it on the battle skill, you have Malak that does it on the ultimate, you have the Epic Irma that does the control immunity, you have Lydia that does control immunity, and then Beyond but he only does it for himself. So that's the way you would do it. Try to get a team around that. If you have Velocia, just use this exact same team. If not, try and get yourself a team similar to this one, or, you know, maybe get a different team that uses a control immunity. I do believe that's the most important thing in there to make it be easy. Stage 10, you're gonna see Grave of Curse and then Ancient Battlefield. Same team worked, right? You might just have to, because the thing is, you don't need to do this every single day. So if you have to manual it, do your buffs and debuffs at the right time, just do that and it should be pretty easy, right? This one maybe swap Gillian or Velocia, swap for Vignara, and then same thing, Vignara is gonna help for Ancient Battlefield. Then if you look at stage 11, this one was tricky as well. For this one, again, you can do some damage. Keep in mind the positioning can help. Do not try them have all grouped up because the Vitars are in the middle. You do not want to have them like here, right? If you have anybody here, gonna get hit by both of the Vitars battle skills and you're pretty much dead, right? You're pretty much dead. However, this team, again, with the same timings, with leaving Velocia to do her ultimate a little bit later, it does help having Gillian to cleanse that frost that we have on us, right? Now you're gonna see Velocia does her ultimate before the Vitar do their ultimates, and that should allow us to survive, right? It looks like we're not getting any damage. That's really key, and that makes it be extremely easy to beat it if you have the right stuff. Now, you saw I don't have, the only one that I have like High Awakening is Zorak onto, but it's not needed, honestly. He can be Inspire Zero, Sheena can be Inspire Zero, as long as you have this specific team. And obviously the elements over here, right? The last one, the tier 7, I didn't need. I just had like, I think 40 for damage reduction and damage boost. I had 32 when I beat it. And that should be just easy. So that was stage number 10. Again, I'm just trying to show you the stages that I personally struggled with. And I had some people tell me that they struggled with. I think this one was another one, stage 13. Again, I think it was same principle. This time you see that one way you can avoid it, for example, is you have Vitars on the side. So what you can do instead is, instead of having them over there, you can have them over here, right? You can have them just line up, boom, 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 like this. If, you know, if she survives, you can have them be in the middle so they don't get hit by the battle skill of, what's her name, of Vitar. That should help you survive. It might be tricky with, again, with trying to deal with those Losenias. It might be a bit of RNG, but you see, we do the cleansing, and again, before they do the ultimate, we do this one with Velocia. It does look a bit tricky. If you see that maybe you die, you just run it again, right? Just run it again. Try and swap positioning. Try to manual it, maybe to do some of the skills. What's it called? Some of the skills later or something like that, and you should be good to go. So, for example, let me try and save Gillian's healing as well and cleanse. Just for a little bit later, right? Let me just not do it instantly. Let's save it a little bit. Hopefully we survive. Let's see. Okay, let me do this now. Cleanse, heal, and then we're gonna have Velocias as well. And there we go. Let's see. Is it still gonna be okay? We still get hit pretty hard because of what's her name? Let's see. Come on, and I think we should be good to go. Right there we go, and done. Right, just keep that cleanse from Gillian or whoever you're gonna use, but you should use Gillian because everybody gets her for free. Keep that cleanse to happen either, you know, just before Losenia does, but honestly, Losenia's ultimate kind of keeps spinning and keeps landing frost, so that's not gonna be the best part. But just make sure you have that cleansing. Obviously, if you see you die, you need to heal, but before Vitar's the ultimates, make sure you have the ultimate from Gillian, so you put yourself defense up, and make sure you have the ultimate from Velocia, so you get damage reduction and shield. And that way, you should be able to just straight up beat it, right? It's pretty straightforward. Now, I'm not gonna go completely over all the builds. I'm just gonna show you over here, right? Beldel and her usual damage build with the Blooms of Prina. Then we have Sheena in Witch's Remains and Emissary Whisper. Zorak in a Dawn Organ Pipe with Puppeteer's Inspiration. We have Velocia in the Aurelium Vest plus another Puppeteer's Inspiration. This was a mistake. I don't know why I kept it, but you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then Gillian with high resist and the Titan Rib just to give us survivability. But I'm gonna have the code for this team put in the description in case you wanna copy it. The timings, as you can see, there's nothing. Just Velocia has the timing to do the ultimate later, and that's about it. But like I mentioned, I'm gonna have the code right from this team. I'm gonna generate it, put it in the description of this video. So if you just wanna copy and do this exact same team to beat all of them, it should work, right? I had a friend, Daisori, that was struggling. I told her about the team. She just copied the team without me even giving the code, and she managed to do it. Like the other stages, honestly, 14 was pretty okay. 14 can be tricky again with the buttons. Same thing, just cleanse the buttons before the Durham does the ult, and it should be good. And then this one's easy. And then the last one, you can see it's Venom, Curse, and then Rot. Honestly, same thing. Through this team, because I have enough survivability and damage, and I beat all of them pretty easily. Now, when it comes to rewards, I just want to quickly glance over it in case, because it might be too late, but I believe that the choice for this should be number one priority, go with the Affinity Solvent, right? This is going to boost your overall damage for most areas of the game. Vortex, Chaos Shadows, whatever, that's going to be priority. Then you go for Healer Lights. Then you go for Essence of Creation if you need it. Then the Scrolls, and then you go with Gold. And that's about it, right? It's really important to try and beat this as soon as possible. I just wanted to wait because there was so much with the Chief Challenges to do videos on. I waited a bit, but now you have it, right? Now you have what you need. The quests are over here. Honestly, after you collect most of them, you don't really care about getting the gold anymore. It's not worth it. So once you beat them, you're good to go. The ranking, honestly, I'm not going to be able to compete, right? Only top 30 get rewards. However, the rewards are not that crazy. Just some Medal of Glory and some random accessory, whatever. I don't really care. That's just for people that care about competition. If you don't care, just like me, just grab yourself the free stuff that you get and move on with your day. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this for today. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next. Again, don't forget to support using code OUT1 that you see over there at the top. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.